I did it. Oh, sorry. All right, you're on.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Zoom Friday class. Today, we're working in the third section. Last week, we did Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Today, we should be doing Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. So let's start from Embrace the Tiger, Return to the Mountain. We'll go all the way up to the first shuttle, okay? All right, so I'll go same direction as you. Okay, so from here, cross hands. All right, we go to Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain. So shifting and turning, shifting back, separate the arms, circle the arms, step, brush knee and push. Then we go to roll back. And then press. Push. Diagonal single whip. Make sure that you are going to the left hand corner direction. Wild horse parts its mane. Make sure both of your feet are inside the corners. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Transition to ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Fair Lady Work Shuttles number 1. Okay, how'd we do? Well, Bella thinks everybody did a splendid job. Oh my goodness, she's so excited about everybody doing it. It's such a wonderful job. Good job, Bella, for letting everybody know that. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Let's actually start from single whip, and then let's go to the first shuttle, okay? So here we are at single whip. And we go to Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. We go back and we turn. Left arm's at ward off. Back. Forward. Step out for your bow stance. Then striking. Okay, let's do that again. I'll go this other direction. So from here. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Back. Turn, left arm goes to ward off. Back. Step. Sorry. Ward off. Then strike. Sorry, I have to take these socks off. Okay, let's do that again. From here. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Back. Ward off with the left arm. Back. Step, shuttle through, ward off to strike. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this movement? Okay, so here's a couple of things that I want to go over with you on Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. We have to make sure we're doing our 5 turns. So remember from here, this is our first turn, we're at the corner. Second turn, arm comes down, and now our square to 12 o'clock. Then stepping to the 3 o'clock position. Then rotate the arm, passing palm. Then ward off. Here, make sure you don't open up too much. Make sure you keep your rounded shape, okay? So, so when you step out, shoulders now are at 3 o'clock direction. Round your back, ward off here. Then rotate the arms and strike. So make sure that we don't start to open up the chest too much. Also make sure that when you strike, that your arm's not too straight. Always have a soft bend. Make this a little bit more of a rounded shape. And left palm will be flat facing forward over your head. So try not to have it too low. It's over your head slightly. And the other thing is sometimes when people do this, Tai Chi is based on yin-yang theory. So yin-yang theory means opposites. So we have up and down, left and right, forward and back. So in this particular position, I need for you to think of forward and back. So what do I need for you to think of forward and back? So let's say, for instance, my arms were like, which one is the forward arm, which one is the back arm? So we need to make sure that one is forward and one is more back. So make sure you have this, distinguish this part together, not too much even. So one back and one forward. One's protecting the head, one is striking forward, okay? All right, so any questions on this? Okay, that's a no. All right, so workshop number 2, let's look at the footwork. Okay, so we are in a bow stance going to the corner. Our right foot is at the 3 o'clock direction. Left foot is 45 degrees at the corner. Our footwork, what we'll be doing is we're going to be making a 200-degree turn, maybe. So we're going to shift all the way back. And when you turn, I'd like for you to pivot on your left heel so that it points now to 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. And keep your weight on the right. Do it like when we're doing whip. Sure that the base, most of the weight stays on the right. Okay. As you shift back, pivot on the right ball of the foot. Bring the right foot in, and I need for you to start turning your hip. Turning your hip, excuse me. Turn your hip, and for those of you that already know this second section, we have the movement diagonal flying, okay? So we have the diagonal flying. We know that, after we turn, we're continually turning and corner using your heel edge. Then move weight, heel ball toe. Now we're kind of in the middle. Then I need for you to move weight. So we go into the bow stance, pivot on the left heel. So now the left foot now points to the 9 o'clock. So you should be in a good bow stance going to the front corner. Okay, so let's try that again. Excuse me, my allergies are very bad today. Okay, so from here, shift back. Turn, keep your weight on the right leg so that your left foot now points to the 6 o'clock direction. Move weight back, put in, turning, step with the heel, okay, towards the corner, then heel ball toe. Now we're kind of in the middle. Now move weight to your bow stance, pivot on the left heel, and close. Close your foot so now that it's at the 9 o'clock direction. You could check your footwork, bring your front foot straight back, turn your left heel in line with your right foot. Do you still have shoulders width apart between your feet? Okay, so let's try it again. Here we are in our bow stance, going to the corner. Right foot should be at 3 o'clock, left foot forward from that. We have separation, shoulders width between our feet. All right, shifting back, turning to the right, pivot, have your left foot point to 6 o'clock. Move weight back, pivot, turning the hips, turn the hips, turn the hips. Step with your heel edge. Then heel ball toe. Now you're in the middle. Now go into your bow stance and pivot on the left heel. So now the left foot now points to 9 o'clock, right foot 45 degrees from that, checking the footwork to make sure we're in a good bow stance. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about the footwork? Footwork should be pretty clear. Okay, no? All right, okay. So let me go in a different direction now. Well, I'll start here. Okay, same direction as you. All right. When we shift our weight back, we're gonna flatten the arms, and we're gonna press down the arms. When we do, the left arm comes pretty much straight down, and the right arm comes straight down. Now the right fingers point to the left middle forearm. Left fingers are kind of pointing to the 3 o'clock direction. So from here, we just press down. Okay. So what I want you to do is bend your right elbow. And so now the right finger should be pointing to the left middle forearm, left fingers point straight, okay? So to give you an example, it looks like this, okay? So we need to cover the middle part of our body, okay? All right, so from here, move weight back, press down, okay. Now when we turn, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna look at the upper body. When we turn, I want you to turn and open your right arm. So now our shoulders are kind of going to be square to the 6 o'clock direction. Your elbows should be in front of your body. You should have this hug it position, but palms facing downward, okay? So after we come here, we press down, then we turn as we pivot. So now we have this shape, okay? This will be number 2, okay? So from here, we have 1, pressing down, 2, turn, open, all right? Now what I need for you to be careful about in this turn and when you open is to not have your right arm go too wide, okay? See what happens here? Now my shoulders are kind of back. My back is kind of concaved in. I'm no longer rounding my back and concaving inward my chest. So we have this position. So make sure your elbows are in front. So try not to have your elbow go to the side. This is too early for that, okay? So it will go to the side, but we have to wait for number 3. So from here, this is 1, pressing down. Turning, open. Do you have this position? Okay. Then from here, what I want you to do, we're just going to look at the arms, is the right arm is going to bring your elbow back. Bring your elbow back, and then I'd like both arms to rotate. Then from here, do your passing palm. Do your shuttle here. Then from here, we're going to separate our arms, kind of like we did with the first one, and then we're going to strike, okay, and make sure that we're in this position. This is the mirror image of this, okay? So here we are here with our hands kind of pointing towards each other, or the tiger's mouth pointing towards each other, elbows in front of our sides. Then the right arm was going to come back. We're going to turn a little bit, and we're going to bring this right elbow back. We're going to rotate each arm. We're going to pass through the left upper arm. Then we're going to separate. Right arm comes to the shoulder. Then from here, ward off to strike. Okay. All right. So again, from here, right arm comes back and bends. And now we rotate both arms. Passing palm, we shuttle through. Then ward off. Left hand to the shoulder. Then strike. Rotate the right arm, left arm striking. So remember, one things that a lot of people do in these shuttle movements is when they come to this part, the hand is too low. Make sure that this is like a knee brush. but the palm is just turned up. So it needs to be kind of in front of the shoulder, not too low, okay? All right, so let's try this with the feet. All right, so here we are here at Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. Press down, this is 1. Okay, and we're about chest height. 2, we're gonna turn, we're gonna open the right arm, but remember, when you're at 6 o'clock, your elbows should be in front of you. Don't have them by your sides. Arms are still in front. Now, when you shift back and we do number 3, we're going to reach arm. Arms cross, we step. Then from here, ward off. Now we're in the middle. This is 4. Then 5, we're going to turn, we're going to pivot, and we're going to strike towards the corner. Okay, let's try that one more time. From 1, pressing down, about chest height. 2, turn, open. Are your elbows in front? 3, bring your right arm back. Turning the body, rotate the arms cross, step. Ward off, heel ball toe. Turn your body, strike, go into your bow stance. Okay, so now let's check our bow stance and pivot on your left heel. Do you have shoulders width apart between your feet? Oftentimes when people do this movement and they come here and they go like this, then they'll step like this and then they'll go like this. So now you're no longer at shoulders width apart. So you have to make sure that when you step, say to yourself, if your footwork is too narrow when you finish, tell yourself, I have to step wider, okay? I have to step. So let's try this again. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. 1, press down. Now shoulders should be at 3 o'clock direction. Open. Shoulders now should be at 6 o'clock. Elbows in front. 3, rotate, we'll bring the right arm back, shift back. Rotate your arms cross, step. Then, this is 3, 4, ward off, up, we're in the middle. 5, turn, rotate, strike. And this is the end posture of number 3. We should be at the corner. Checking work, making sure you're at shoulders width apart. How are we doing on this movement? Any questions?
I can't.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as a no. All right,
I have
so
a
let's do
question.
it from single whip, and then we'll do Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1 and Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. I'll go your same
I
direction.
think Kelly has something. Kelly? Yeah?
I thought I heard somebody else say they had a question.
Did you have something to say, Kelly?
I don't, but I thought I heard somebody else saying that they had a question, so I was just trying to get Nancy's attention.
Oh, it was Allison. I don't see quite how you're crossing your arms very well on this in the later stages.
I mean the passing palm. Okay,
Yes.
do you already know the whole first section?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know the movement apparent cleanup?
Yes.
Okay, this is where we learn how to do the passing palm. So when we're at parent block and punch, and we do apparent closing up, you know how this left arm comes, we yield forward, and then this left arm rotates, we're drawing it back a little bit, and it rotates. And then from here, we cross our arms, the passing palm. Okay, so when we're like this, let me go here. Okay, so when you go back and bring your right arm and rotate both arms, and step is when your arms cross. Here, this is the passing palm here. Okay, from here, we go heel, ball, toe. Now we're in the middle. So now we're at ward off. And does that answer your question?
That does help a little. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, I'll go this direction. Okay, from here. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. Back, pressing down. 2, turn, open. 3, bring back your right arm, just like you're going to do a parent closing up. Bring back your right arm. Rotate both arms. Arms cross, step. Then ward off up. Then strike.
Nancy, when you, oh, I hit something and I lost your picture. When you make your left foot go to 9 o'clock, you're already in the position, the end of the position. That's kind of like the last thing you do. Is that correct?
Yes. So when we're like this, and then my left arm strikes. As my left arm is striking, my left foot is closing.
Okay. Okay.
So we pivot at the end. So both of those should go together.
Okay. Got it.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, let's try it then. We'll start from here. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Number 2, pressing down. This is 1. 2, turn, open. 3, bring back your right arm, turning, rotate your arm, passing palm step, ward off up. Now your left foot's still at 6 o'clock, right? Then, as you turn and strike and go into your bow stance, pivot on your left heel and close it to the straight direction, straight 9 o'clock direction. How's that?
Good.
Is that okay? Did that answer your questions?
It did.
Okay. So let's try it from single whip, and we'll do shuttle number 1 and shuttle number 2. Okay, so I'll go your same direction. Okay, so from here. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Back, turn. Now shoulders should be at the corner. Bring your arm back. This is 3. No, this is 2. Then step. Then we go to 3. So now you're pretty much all on the right leg. 4, separate your arms, ward off. Then go into your bow stance and strike. 2, 1, press down. 2, turn. Are your elbows in front of your body? 3, turning the body, bring the right arm back. Rotate your arms, arms cross, step. Ward off, now we're in the middle. 5, turn, pivot, strike. Okay, so there's something I need to tell you. Okay. Sometimes we have people, okay, so we're like this, right? So sometimes people will have a tendency to do this. They'll bring their right arm back, they'll be bending the elbow, and then what they'll do is they'll drop their arm and then they'll cross their arms here. So I need for you to make sure that just like we do in the parent closing up, this is a level rotation with the arm when we do the shuttles. So if you think about the lady sitting at the loom and she's got the shuttle and she pushes it through and then tightens the line, then pushes it through again and tightens the line. If the shuttle were to go underneath at any point, then the lines would no longer be together. They'll have a big string hanging from the bottom. So we need to make sure that when we rotate the arm, that it's a level rotation. Try not to drop your arm, okay? All right, so let's try this again. We'll start at Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Okay, Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Okay, back and turn. This is 1, 2, bring your arm back. 3, step. 4, step. 5, strike. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2, back, 1, pressing down. 2, open. 3, rotate, level rotate. Arms cross, step. Step. Then heel ball toe. Now we're in the middle. Now strike and turn. Okay, so how's everybody doing so far? Okay, all right. So one of the things I want you to now pay attention to is how do we coordinate upper and lower body? So we talked about how when we're here, that I'm on my heel edge, then I go heel ball toe. Now I'm in the middle. Then from here, we turn, rotate, strike all at the same time. So make sure that you're coordinating your body, your upper and your lower body together, so that they're working in unison, okay? So let's try this Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2 again. From here, okay, pressing down. This is 1, 2, turn, 3, rotate, passing palm, step, ward off, strike, okay? Those are your Kodak moments. That's why we kind of count them down. But when you go to do it, everything's going to blend together. There's not going to be any stopping or any pausing at any point until we get to the end, okay? So let's try this together from here. All right, Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's try it one more time. From here. Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now that we have upper and lower body coordinated, let's talk about looking direction. Okay, looking direction. From here, when we press down, I'm still looking towards the corner direction. Then when I turn, now I'm looking at the 6 o'clock direction. Then when I rotate and I cross my arms, now I'm looking kind of towards this back corner. Then when I go to ward off, now my attention comes to the forward position. Then I stay to the forward position towards this front left corner, okay? Okay, let's try that again from here. Press down, still looking at the corner. 2, now looking at 6 o'clock. 3, rotate your arms, arms cross, step. Now I'm kind of looking towards this back corner. Then heel ball toe, now I'm looking in the forward left-hand corner direction. Then strike, keeping my eyes to the left corner direction, okay? All right, so anybody have any questions? Okay, so let's try it from single whip and we'll do both of the shuttles. So exciting. From here, Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 1. Back, turn, back. Where's your looking direction? Should be the corner. Keeping to the corner, keep to the corner. Ward off to strike. 2, pressing down, looking at the corner. 2, now we're at the 6 o'clock direction. 3, looking at the back corner. 4, front corner. 5, front corner. Okay? How's that? Yes?
It's Kathy. Can you come to my house?
House?
I said, can you come to my house?
Oh. Eventually, I'll get to your house, Kathy.
I know. Well,
Is this kind of clear for you? Is it okay?
Great job.
Okay, all right.
Nancy, I have a question. It's Judy.
Hi,
When
Judy.
you, hi. When you do the first shuttle and you're stepping with the left foot to the corner, just at that ward-off part before you push, about how much weight is in your left foot when you step into bow stance?
You mean before we go into a bow stance or when we finish in a bow stance?
So we place the foot as we ward off with the left arm and then transfer the weight. So is it kind of just heel, ball, toe transferring forward to about 70%?
When we step, okay, so we're like this, right? And then we
Yeah.
step up on my heel edge.
Yes.
I move my weight forward. Now
Yes.
I'm going heel, ball, toe, and I'm going into my bow stance. Yes.
Yep, yep. No, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? These are,
The second one's different though.
yeah, the second one is different from the first one. The first one, when we ward off, we're on our heel edge.
You step and ward off together.
Okay, so we're here. Then
Yeah.
as you strike and ward off, now we go heel, ball, toe, and strike. But when
Yes.
we're here, and we're here, now I'm on my edge, and then as I ward off, now
Yes.
I move into the middle. Now I
Yes.
heel, ball, toe, and then I go into my bow stance. So two are different as far as weight distribution.
Yep, okay.
Okay. Okay, good question. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, so let's take it from cross hands and let's go all the way up to the second shuttle. Oh, so excited. Okay. Okay, so we'll start here at cross hands. All right. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal. Single. Whip. Wild horse. Parts its mane. 1. 2. 3. 'Transition to ward off. Left. Right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Fair lady works shuttles. Number 1. Number 2. We stop here. Okay, any questions? Okay then, your job this week is to practice Fair Lady shuttle number 1 and 2 together. They go together, okay? Then next week, we should be doing Fair Lady Work Shuttle number 3 and 4 together. Because
all of them.
number 3 is similar to number 1, a little bit simpler, And number 4 is just like number 2, going the opposite direction. Okay, so so we'll have that to practice and learn next week. Okay, and today's Friday. Tomorrow Judy has her practice at 10:30. So those of you that are interested in that will attend that. And then Sunday we'll come together at 2 o'clock and we'll come practice the whole form with me. I'm not sure if I will be here at the house. I usually like doing my Tai Chi outside, but the pollen has been so bad that I haven't been able to go outside to do my form. So I might wind up being at the school. So we may do the whole form. We'll do the whole form regardless of where we are. Okay, so I will see you guys then. Okay. If you have, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you. Bye now.
Yeah.
All right.
Nancy.
Nancy.
so much.
Bye, dear.
Bye.